Welcome to Bible Journaling for the Creative Soul. Today I'm going to be using my Creative Bible, King James Version, and I'm going to be using my chalks, which are by Pebbles. And the verse that we're going to be working on today is John 3:16. I'm mostly going to be using the classic chalks in the earth tone shades because I thought that they were more appropriate for this picture. Each color comes with 3 different size pom-poms, and you'll see me switching back and forth between them depending on the size of the area that I'm going to be coloring. I know you've seen me use chalk before in my Bible journaling, but it is one of my favorite coloring mediums. It has such a soft look to it, and you can color a large area fairly quickly. Another thing I like about using these chalks is that each color comes with a lighter shade and a darker shade, allowing easy blending of colors. Also, you don't have to worry about it bleeding through your page to the other side. I have things sped up a little bit to shorten the time of the video, but not so fast that you can't actually watch what I'm doing. And while you're watching, I want to talk about this verse. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." I think we really need to pay attention to what that verse says. I think a lot of us might forget. But it says, "For God so loved the world." Yes, the world. Not "for God so loved the United States," or "for God so loved Asia," or "for God so loved Europe," or "for God so loved Jerusalem," or "for God so loved Egypt." It's "for God so loved the world," every single one of us. And the next part of that verse says that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And the important word is whosoever. That whosoever believeth. Not that if the Baptists believeth, or the Catholics believeth, or the Church of Jesus Christ believeth. It's not whether the rich believe it, or whether the poor believe it. It is whosoever. That means anyone, absolutely anyone that believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Let me go a little bit further with that. It also means if the sinners believeth, if the bum on the corner believeth, if the next door neighbor that you don't approve of their lifestyle believeth. Do you know what's amazing about that verse? Or what is amazing about God? Is there are no other stipulations. All he wants from us is to believe in his Son. It is that simple. And some people try to make it a lot more complicated than that, but it's not. Don't get me wrong. There are things we should do, and there are ways we should live. But those works are not going to get us into heaven. The only thing that is required to get us into heaven is to believe in Jesus Christ. Let's take a quick look at John 3:18, and that says, "He that believeth on him is not condemned." The sad thing is, there's a lot of people out there that are trying to condemn other people because they go to the wrong church. They may not believe exactly the same thing. They may not live the lifestyle they think that they should live. You know, for some people it may be because they think you're the wrong color, or because, you have a criminal background or something. But it's not our job to condemn other people. You don't know what somebody's relationship is with the Heavenly Father, and more importantly, if they believe in Jesus Christ. You can't make that decision for them. You can't claim that they couldn't possibly believe in Jesus or God based on how they live or where they go to church. This has always been my favorite Bible verse, but recently something happened that made me feel the need to share this. The day after my birthday, I received a birthday card and a letter from a lady that used to be very close to me. In fact, I used to call her Mom. And she goes to the church that I used to go to. And I had actually gone to that church for a long time, but always wanted to leave. I really didn't feel comfortable about how things were there. But when I did change churches, everyone at that church totally turned their back on me. And I didn't really expect to hear from anybody, but the letter that she included with my birthday card was so harsh and so vicious and so judgmental that it just totally surprised me that this was coming from a Christian woman. But according to her, I needed to come to my senses and come back to church there, that I needed to be in a Bible teaching church, and that basically I was following Satan. And oh my gosh, this hurt my feelings so bad, and it really shocked me, and it really affected me for quite some time. And this person doesn't know anything about me, really, obviously, for her to say that. She doesn't know what my beliefs are or how strong they are, or that I've believed the same thing my whole life and there's nothing that can change that. And that I do go to a Bible teaching church. In fact, we have Bible study in Sunday school. And the beginning of this year, we actually moved into the New Testament. But she doesn't want to know that. She wants to believe what she wants to believe, and she wants to condemn me. And she acts like the only, people that are going to go to heaven are going to their church. And that is so wrong. That is just wrong. So I just really want you to remember what this verse says, that God so loved the world, the whole world, and that whosoever believeth, absolutely whosoever. Don't try to judge somebody and think that they are not good enough, that they go to the wrong church, they have the wrong lifestyle or whatever, because Jesus hung out with the tax collectors and the prostitutes and whatever, and he died on that cross for them and for everyone. And all God asks is that you believe in his Son, Jesus Christ, and you will not perish. So please believe that, and please remember that it doesn't matter where somebody goes to church or what they do, that if they believe, that's all that matters, and you can't be the judge of whether they believe or not. So please just love people and accept people for who they are, the same way that God does, the same way that Jesus does. Jesus died on that cross and rose again for all of us. Okay, back to what I'm doing here. I'm using a paper towel to gently wipe off any excess chalk that might be on there. And now I'm using a jelly roll pen. It is a silver glitter jelly roll pen. And I'm using that for the nail and for the lightning bolts here on the picture. And this jelly roll pen also does not bleed through to the other side. And I love the effect that it gives with all the softness of the chalk to suddenly have this bold, sparkly silver thing going on is just perfect. I hope you enjoyed today's message, and I hope my coloring has inspired you. I am not an artist, but I do enjoy my Bible journaling. Have a blessed day.